I started using ClickUp back at version 1.0. You remember that one? Knowing the tool nearly in and out now, that wasn't always the case, and I'm still paying my dues for all the mistakes I have made in the beginning. So let me tell you about what I did wrong, what I would do different now, so you can do better than I did. If you're anything like me, you always are looking for ways to improve your productivity and workflow. And in this video, I'm going to tell you about the 5, maybe plus 1 thing that I wish I knew before I started using ClickUp back in the day. Number 1, turn off your notifications. Most of the notifications. ClickUp has a great granular way to set in your notifications, and they all come turned on. Go in there, and it's really simple. You really just go down into your settings, go find your notifications, and go through that. First of all, take out the watcher. If you are assigned to the task, it matters. You don't need to be a watcher on every single task. And then go through here, and I have a specific video talking about all of the notifications, what to turn on, what to turn off. Your email really just needs one single email, and that is your daily roundup, which is right in here. And everything else you can set per your preferences for your email, for your mobile, web in-app, which is your notifications that are happening straight up in ClickUp, and then your browser notification. Again, I have a video on that for you that goes into all of the nitty-gritty of this. Number 2, don't import from your old project management tool. Why am I saying this? Because chances are you're not going to clean it up. If you are hiring somebody that is going to build out ClickUp for you, they might choose to pull in from your old project management tool if there's a whole bunch of stuff happening. And I hope they're also cleaning that up. When I have talked to clients and they are like, oh yeah, we just imported everything from Trello into ClickUp or Asana or Monday or wherever they came from, and I look at their ClickUp, they most likely imported mess, so they now have mess in ClickUp. Don't do that. When you are doing a switch like this, take the time, clean up your processes, clean up your workflows, and do it right. If you have been around this channel for a little bit, you know what's coming. Number 3 is have a sandbox account. As you can see right here in my sandbox account, there is so much going on. This is where we play around with templates. That's where we're testing things. That's where we're building things. That's where we're cleaning up templates. And it stays away from our active account. We are not screwing anything up over there. We are not messing with due dates. We are not dinging all of the VAs and all the stuff. Have a sandbox account where you can play around. And honestly, I even have a 3rd account that is a test account. If I need to test something, how a guest sees it or how it works. There's your first extra tip. We have one more. Tip number 4, stop trying to be fancy. I love me some dashboards. Do not get me wrong, dashboards are amazing. And it makes it look fancy when your client comes in and you have a nice little image on top and additional resources there and other stuff there. But you know what? You need to build this dashboard every single freaking time, over and over and over and over again. Till the day you actually can just duplicate a dashboard. Why not just use custom views for your client dashboard? Keep your setup simple. The more fancy you make it, the more you actually have to manually work with it, the more you are working against your drive of using ClickUp to be more efficient. Tip number 5, simplify your statuses. You've been around, you know what's coming. Status versus stages. Your statuses are active statuses. To do, in progress, waiting internal, waiting external, a potential proof status, and complete. I've been preaching this now for over 2 years and people still don't hear me. Yes, we are going on a rant. Why? Because you use stages to show where in that process your task is. Your status should be telling you, is somebody working on it or not? Yes, there are exceptions. There's always exceptions to a rule. If you are using your ClickUp as a client database, as a simple CRM, yes, you can have 2 or 3 other status groups that are out of that. But that should be it. You can use a drop-down field just like you can use a status with sorting by it and doing all the things. So keep your statuses simple, or it will screw you up when you scale your business and you want to scale your ClickUp, because suddenly you have no idea what your team is actually up to. Went end. And here is your extra tip, tip number 6. Keep your custom fields clean. What do I mean by that? That means when you're importing templates, you're also importing more custom fields. Try to keep them clean, kick out those new custom fields and use the ones you already have. But also, that means start with using custom fields in lists, move them up into the folder if they need to be, move them up into the space if they need to be. Try to never, ever, ever, if it doesn't really have to, use custom fields in your full-on workspace. There is only barely a handful of custom fields you ever need in the whole workspace. The problem is, once they are in the workspace, you can't move them down. Now you have this custom field on every single task in your workspace. Yes, in certain cases, especially when I had clients on an enterprise account, I was able to reach out to ClickUp and ask them to move it down to a list or a folder, but that's not a given. Don't do that. Again, keep your custom fields clean. Use them only in the list if you have to. Move them up, move them up. Try to never ever use a custom field in workspace level. Trying to clean that up is a deep. Yep. Now, if you want to dive deeper into these 6 tips that will make getting started with ClickUp way more easier for you, I have a playlist here for you that gives you all of the best practices and tips and tricks on getting started efficiently and smart with ClickUp. And have you subscribed yet? I'll see you in the next video.